Good morning, world. Y'all tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. Yet once again, we got a controversial discussion that we got to talk about. Y'all read the title? Let's get busy. Alright, so in my opinion, and through my experience, my expertise, if you will, this is why I feel like women respect honesty over loyalty, right? And I feel like being honest to women, a disclaimer, you feel me? And this is just between you and me. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. I ain't talking about keeping it all the way 100, okay? I'll keep it like 90. Now, if the 100 is asked out of me, then I'll give 100. But if I gotta go out my way, just for context aspects, because you never want to come off in a very demeaning or condescending way, I keep it 90, just so that that person can understand the nature where I'm coming from, but maybe not get all the details, because sometimes the entire truth is sometimes really hard to digest, and it depends what kind of woman you got. But let me go ahead and get into this discussion. So I got a prime example. So say if there's a guy dating a woman and he cheats one time, right? But prior to him cheating, he's a great provider, he has great provision, he's respected around the community, he got a great social life, he's good with your family, he got great values when it comes down to just how everything looks aesthetic. He's just the ideal person. But he cheats one time. But not only he cheats, she catches him, and even though she knows the information, her intuition has led her to this conclusion, and she already has her mind made up of how she feels about it personally. But then now she's gonna attack the act with the actor and pretty much have that be the complexion of what the character's about. And the harsh truth is, from a guy's standpoint, is that women don't want to be, how can I say, in this context, when it comes down to telling the truth, they don't want to be coddled. They don't want to be like, oh, I want to protect you from me, right? And telling you a lie because I'm trying to protect your feelings from the truth, because I don't want to harm you, or I don't want to put you in a depression. I just want to protect you, even if it's protecting you from me, right? Sounds real noble and honorable on the surface, but the thing about it is that she's probably not gonna respect that sentiment, only just due to the fact that it's coming from a place of dishonesty or weakness. That's how she's gonna view it, fair or unfair. Now you take that same situation, that same woman, and now she dates another guy. The guy, he may not be on his game like that. He's still trying to figure out his stuff and whatever. And maybe he may not be the greatest provider. Maybe he falls short in lots of areas. But he's a very vocal, forthcoming, and honest man. He knows where he's at. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. And let's say he cheats 10 times. And out of all the 10 times, she addresses him about it. And he's forthcoming about it. Like, hey, I messed up. Now, it's not only just coming with the truth, but it's not attaching it to any excuses. It's, hey, I messed up. I own it. That's it. If there's anything I need to do to, reconcile this whole situation, I'll be open to it within reason, but I messed up. That's it. Leave it at that. Despite the quality of the nature of how this person went about going about it, she's going to respect it more, just due to the fact that honesty is probably the number one thing that a woman respect side of anything else, because they want to know. Honesty is the closest thing of how a woman is able to identify the person that they're dealing with. So if they're honest about it, then they don't have to go through multiple sources. They don't have to go double back and revisit conversations. They don't have to sit up there and leave it to the speculation of their imagination. They can get it right to the source, and they can decide at that point whether it's something they can or can't move on from. But whether they move on or move on from, despite the act, they're still going to have a piece of respect, just due to the fact that this man wasn't afraid enough to stand on business and just be like, hey, I messed up, I owned it, you know? And that's it. You know, some people want to, hey, it's easier to just sweep it up under the rug. And yeah, but eventually, if you moving like that, it's going to catch up with you, you know? But that's all I got to say about it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what y'all think? You know, y'all leave that below. Comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. More videos on the way. I'm about it.